Hey, Kelly Staggs here, American Irrigator, trying to make you a better irrigator. And today I'm going to give you a little bit of a tip when you're manifolding a bunch of valves when the shutoff on the main line is way far away. I'm going to give you a tip, something to think about, maybe something to do that's going to help you down the road when you have to come back and work on this stuff. Let me show you something. Now what we've got here, we've got a 2-inch main line that's coming in, and I'm going to come in, go through this ball valve here. It's an isolation valve this way, and I've got a T, and I'm going to go into my valves. I'm going to have 5 valves. There'll be one right where I'm sitting, and there'll be 3 more in another box kind of over a little bit. One of the things I want to show you is, it's a good tip, something to think about. When I'm going to manifold these valves here, but the shutoff for this main line, and I'm going to kind of zoom up here, and it's like way on the other side of that building, way around over there. It's pretty far, I'll just have to say that. I mean, it's probably 300-400 feet over there. And we've got our valves right here. So if I had a problem with this valve, say a rock got in there or it's not working, to shut this main line off, I'm gonna have to go way over there, shut it off, come all the way back, take the top off. Well, if I wanna blow this valve out, I'd have to go way back over there, blow it out, come back, and back and forth, back and forth. And older systems that don't have anything close to shut this off, that's what you got to do. Well, to eliminate that in this particular job, what we're going to do, we've got our 2-inch coming in, our main line is coming this direction, our water, and then we've got an isolation valve, it's just a ball valve here, that we've got way to shut it off that's real close to the valves. And what we're going to do, it's going to come through there, come over here, and our T is going to be set right here, and it's going to come into our valve. And I'm going to do this ball valve, and see this going this direction, but now our water's going that direction when it's coming out of the valve. That ball valve, this valve, and one other are going to be in the same valve box, and then I've got another valve box. We'll kind of scoot it over a little bit, and I'll have 3 more valves in there. But what I'll be able to do is, say on this valve I've got a problem, and I'm going to have to take the top off and clean it out. All I have to do, shut off that main line right there. Now I can service this valve, do anything I need to do to it. And say I take the top off and there's a rock in there and I can't dig it out with my finger or with the screwdriver or anything like that, and I need to blow it out, man, I've got the ball valve right there. Crack it open a little bit, blow it out, shut it right back off, put the top back on, man, you're ready to go. And so it'll be in this valve box. There'll be 2 valves here, and it'll be real easy to work on these. And now the other ones here, I'm going to have both valve boxes open, to shut it off here, go to the other valve box, but it's right here, basically right where I'm setting. And so it'll be real easy still to be able to shut it on and off right here real close to the valves. Now this is one way to do it. And in this particular job, this is going to actually be the best way to do it for what we're doing here. Another way I like to do it is put a ball valve before every single valve. So every valve also has a ball valve and isolation valve before it, and you use the same size as the valve. So if I had one on this valve, this is a 1-inch. If I was going to put a ball valve before it, I'd put a 1-inch ball valve, and the other valves we've got are 1.5 inches, and I'd put an 1.5 inch ball valve. 2-inch would be a 2-inch, and so forth. That's another way to do it, and I do that a lot. This particular job, this way was going to be better, and so I was doing this way. And it's just another way to do it, and something to think about is when you have a shutoff real far away from your valve, you might want to put another way to shut that water off that's closer to your valve. That way you can work on it and service it if you need to. It'll make your life a lot easier in the long run. And I mean, these valves don't cost a whole lot, so I might add just a little bit of money to it, but not a whole lot. And really, to save the headache in the long run is worth it. And maybe I never come back to this system. Maybe we install it and I never come back, but the next guy is going to thank me that is there. And really, the reason I do that too is, one, it's going to help me if I have to come back. It'll help the next guy. And this is the time to do that, because we've got it all dug up. We've got our hole here. We're going to put our valves in. This is the time to set it up the right way. And I want to encourage you guys, when you're installing this stuff, go the extra step, 1 or 2 extra steps in this stage is going to make a huge difference in the long run. Make your life a whole lot easier, and somebody's life a whole lot easier. And so, and see, these people, if they have to hire somebody and this wasn't there, those people would the irrigator would charge them a lot of money to service this valve just because of the time and the extra effort it would take. Now, doing this like this, it's gonna make the guy, the irrigator, his job easier, and it actually will save money for the client we're working for, the customer. So I hope this helps you. Good idea. I'm glad a guy showed me, so now I'm showing you. Have a good day.